And hello, this is Mike Lodge. We are here again. I am the business advisor. I always seem to goof up my openings. I'm sorry about that. I'm not a professional. I'm just an accountant. Listen, today I was going through, I don't know if you guys use the app. It's called Flipboard. Flipboard is a really good app. So what you can do, it's kind of like a magazine service, but there's a whole bunch of different organizations and magazines and bloggers and podcasters out there. And you can choose what to post in your own thing. So I follow all of these different individuals, Inc. and business and Wall Street and everything else, and I follow them every single day. And anything that new that comes along, I get to read it, and it's there in my folder. And I love it because it's like a magazine. So you just swipe through the magazine cover like you're looking at a magazine and click on the one that you want to read. So I found one this morning as I was flipping through it, and it was from an organization called American Military News, which I'm assuming is a blogger out there. But he had posted an article, and the title of it was, Elon Musk tweets Twitter workforce's laziness is most messed up part of the company. So the article goes on and says Elon Musk, I cannot ever get that first name right. Elon Musk, who bought out Twitter last week, said the current ratio of people managing to actually coding is the most messed up thing about the company at the moment. Responding to a fan's message asking him what's the one thing that's most messed up at Twitter right now, Musk replied, there seems to be 10 people managing for every one person coding. Now, I hate to say this, and I'm going to say it though, because I have to tell the truth. Anytime that you become a woke company, you waste a lot of money. You waste a lot of time. So you will have that 10-to-1 ratio of people because people are sitting around dreaming up these jobs and how they can most efficiently block people from using Twitter. And they're sitting around, well, what social event are we going to condemn today and that we can attack people on? So they're sitting around focusing on this social, political warfare that they've developed and created. But they forgot the most important thing. They are running a business. And they've forgotten completely about how they can better service the client, how they can better service the advertiser, what new technology can they put in place, what future technology are they going to work on, what better coding and faster coding can be done. They forget all about this. So you've got these 10 people who are surrounding this one guy who's doing all the work. That's what wokeness does to a company. They forget about what needs to be done in the algorithms and how to improve the algorithms, how to make them fairer, how to make them more truthful and intelligent. Instead, they're sitting around, 10 people sitting around saying, okay, who are we going to get today? Not the questions asked, okay, what are we going to do for the company today and our clients and our advertisers to make it a better operating company? Anytime that you bring wokeness, political agendas into a business, you will destroy that business very quickly. And that's exactly what happened with Twitter, is that they developed all these management levels and all of these levels of management, but they forgot about the role that they actually were supposed to do, and that was make the company better. I saw a short clip of Elon Musk. He was on a podcast with Joe Rogan, and inside that conversation was also the individual who was in charge of censoring. And the lady goes, I've made some mistakes and I want to admit those mistakes. And made those errors. I've made those errors. And Elon Musk, and I thought this was very wise of him to do, he turns to her and says, errors have consequences and you're fired. Errors do have consequences. Political agendas has big consequences. Being woke has consequences. You have to realize that once you bring in a political agenda and you become woke, there are individuals within the company who want to do their job, but they can't do their job because they don't know exactly whose toes they're going to step on. If I suggest to do this within the algorithm or within the computer program or within the system or within the design of it, am I going to be destroyed because it looks too far right, or maybe it looks right in just a little tiny bit, and that individual's not going to like it? So I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything about making anything better because I don't know how I'm going to be attacked. When you've got 10 people against one, things like that are going to happen. You see, so much time when there is conflict. See, woke creates conflict. So that when you have conflict within the company, or within the office, or within a team, not much is going to get done. When you have individuals who are afraid to say anything because they don't know how they're going to be attacked by other people within the group, they won't say anything. And they may have a great idea. They may have an idea that could turn that whole company around, but they can't say anything. So time is wasted. Money is wasted because that individual's not going to work on something that would be beneficial to the company. We see this every single day. And we see people banging up, or not banging up, but ganging up on other individuals within the team or within the company because they don't believe in the way that they believe. I had a mediation not too long ago. Well, it was last year. And it was out of Oakland, California, where there were 3 individuals. And the manager wanted to resolve this situation. And here's how the story went. There were 2 individuals who were very far left. There was one individual who was right. And the 2 individuals who were left did not like this one guy because of his conservative right leaning. They wanted him fired. So there was a conflict. So everyone around them kind of stopped what they were doing because they didn't know exactly what to say or what to do, or who they were going to report to, or who they were going to talk to. So everything stopped. 2 individuals who did not believe in the other individual's beliefs wanted the other individual fired. Now you see, if companies were to sit down and say, okay, this is how we're going to handle politics within the office. In fact, we're not going to have politics in the office because it brings too much conflict. Conflict costs time. Conflict costs money. I'm going to say it over and over and over again until businesses understand that. Let people believe what they want to believe. Go ahead, let them do it, but don't bring it into the office. Because you're going to cost the company money. We're going to lose our focus on what the individual responsibilities are of making sure that something gets done for the company. But instead they go, if you become woke, you go off and you become this own entity apart from the company. And everyone that surrounds you with your wokeness doesn't know how to respond. Don't know what to say. What can they say? Who can they talk to? It creates conflict within the company. Disney has that same conflict where there are employees who do not believe in what the political agenda of Disney is. But they can't say anything. So they just go around doing their freaking job and they can't say anything. And they don't even know who their friends are because of wokeness, because of politics. The same thing in Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola came out and said that this voting rights thing was a suppression of votes in Georgia, and there was nothing to that effect. In fact, now in Georgia, what happens? They've got the most people voting ever than before. Coca-Cola got into trouble. Coca-Cola lost business. Coca-Cola lost respect from their people, from their own individuals within the company. So Twitter had this problem. And now what Elon Musk has to do, he has to go in and clean everything up. I said today on Twitter, yes, I do Twitters. Too bad. I said on Twitter today, what I think Elon Musk needs to do Start from scratch. Everybody who's there right now has to submit a resume and has to go through a interview. If they don't make it to what their philosophy or what the company is supposed to be, then they're gone. But if they're there to do a job and it meets what Elon Musk is looking for in his employees, then they should go ahead and hire that individual back. Start from scratch, because there are some people there who have hidden agendas and you gotta flush them out. And there are other people there who have been doing a bang-up job who have never gotten respect only because they were not woke. They did not get involved in the politics. And those are the types of individuals you want, who are focusing on their jobs and not about the social politics that's going on all around them by managers. And at Twitter, it was from the top down. Everybody was doing it. The CEO, the CFO, everybody had lost their vision of what Twitter was supposed to be. They had lost it. Now you have a new owner that's coming in and is having to let people go, letting his board go, cleaning house. This is what happens in any acquisition, so you have to live with it. I know, I've been on the other side where I've had to go into companies and make those decisions. But it was something that you have to do because there are people who are doing the same job that other people are doing. It's a repetitive. Sometimes you find all this stuff out as you go through who's working within the company. And that's what is going on right now with Elon Musk as he goes through his staffing and is making changes. And no one should be making political statements about what he's doing in a business world. He's doing the right thing in cleaning out his new business. Has to happen in every single company. Now, sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes people who buy these new companies just let them keep running as they are, and pretty soon you've got a bankrupt company. No, they didn't try to do anything. But being a responsible business owner and an innovator, yeah, you want that new company you bought to start making some buckaroos, because you spent a lot of buckaroos on that company. So there's going to be changes, and they're good changes. Change is good. And I've said this before in other podcasts that when a company comes in, and if you're weak, you're going to leave, and you're going to put them down, and you're going to leave, and you'll probably get fired, or you'll leave on your own. But the individuals who stick around usually are the ones that grow within the company and lead. Because what you're wanting are leaders. You're wanting people who are going to contribute and bring something of value to your company. I don't care what title you've had. I don't care about titles. Because some people with titles are the worst employees that you could ever have. They're just like people who come from Ivy League schools are probably sometimes the worst employees you have because they think they've got status. You don't want that. You want a clean slate. You want people who are going to work for you and who love the company, who love their job. Those are the people that you appreciate and you move up the ladder quickly. So, this is how it goes in acquisitions. You buy it, you clean it up, you run it, and you grow it. And that's exactly what Elon Musk is doing at the moment. So if you have any other political thoughts, it doesn't matter. I don't care what you think about democracy or anything else. This is a business. And that's what he's doing. He's cleaning up a business and getting it to run smooth again. Listen, this is Mike Lodge. I am the business administrator. If you want to have more access to me, go to my website at www.lodge-co.com. Again, that's www.lodge-co.com. I'll put the body of the story. I'll put the story in the body of my podcast down below. Talk with you soon. Everybody have a great day. This is The Business Advisor.